I still feel the heat in my cheeks from when she fired me in front of everyone, humiliating me like I was nothing. But what she didn't know was that life was about to flip fast. 3 hours later, I walked back into that same office, as her new boss. My name is Lily Carter, and I swear I learned to hide pain before I learned to tie my shoes. Even now, when I look in the mirror, I see that same tired smile I used to practice as a kid, thin, shaky, desperate. I thought a job at Brightwave Marketing would finally give me room to breathe, but I should have known peace wasn't meant for girls like me. I remember my first day. Harper Lane clicked toward me on heels that sounded like warnings. "You're Lily?" she asked, not bothering to look up from her phone. "Yes," I said softly. "I'm excited to." "Don't be," she cut in. "This job isn't for people who need hand-holding." I nodded because I didn't know what else to do. I'd learned long ago that arguing only made things worse. My mother, Grace, trained me well in that department. I tried again. "I'm a fast learner." "MMHM." She waved me off like a fly. "We'll see." When she walked me through the office, she didn't introduce me to anyone. She just gestured lazily at desks as if I didn't deserve real words. But the moment she turned away, I heard whispering. A guy named Mason leaned over. "Don't take it personal. She hates everyone." "Lucky me," I muttered. He chuckled. "Welcome to Brightwave." I wanted to believe he was joking. I really did. But over the next few weeks, Harper made sure I knew my place. She corrected me in meetings, mocked me for asking questions, and once even laughed when I accidentally spilled my coffee. "You're so clumsy, Lily," she said loudly. "No wonder you're behind on your tasks." I wasn't behind. I worked late every night. But arguing with her felt like trying to yell over a hurricane. At home, things were worse. One night after work, my mother called. "Did you mess anything up today?" she asked immediately. "Hi to you too, Mom," I sighed. She ignored that. "Well, don't tell me you embarrassed yourself again." "No," I whispered. "I'm fine." "You always say that," she snapped. "But you never are. Maybe if you listened to Chloe, you'd learn how to carry yourself properly." Of course she brought up Chloe, my perfect cousin with her perfect hair and perfect life. Chloe never missed a chance to brag. I held the phone away from my ear as Mom continued ranting. "Honestly, Lily, I don't know why you can't be more confident. At your age, you should be much farther ahead." I didn't respond. I never did. Silence was the only defense I had left. The next morning at work, Harper cornered me before I even sat down. "You didn't finish the client proposal," she said. My stomach dropped. "What?" "I sent it last night." "Well, I didn't get it." She crossed her arms. "So whose fault is that?" I can check my email," I said. "Maybe it." "Why do you always make excuses?" she barked. "I'm not," I whispered. She stepped closer. "Speak up." I swallowed hard. "I'm not making excuses." But she didn't care. She turned to the rest of the team. "Everyone, take notes, this is what happens when someone isn't cut out for real work." Heat flooded my face as people stared. Mason looked uncomfortable, Olivia frowned, and Jacob smirked like he enjoyed it. I felt like shrinking into nothing. Later, during lunch, Olivia approached me. "Are you okay?" I forced a smile. "Yeah. I'm fine." "You don't look fine." "I'm used to it." She sighed. "You shouldn't be." But I was. I'd been trained to be. I held it together until the day everything snapped. It started with a morning meeting. Harper was already in a bad mood, her jaw tight, her eyes sharp. I could tell she wanted to hurt someone. I should have kept quiet. But she asked me a question. "Lily, where's the report I told you to finish last night?" I had finished it. I had printed it. I had left it on her desk. "It should be on." "Should," she said slowly. "Did I ask for should?" I tried again. "I left it." "Oh my God," she groaned. "I can't handle your incompetence today." The room went silent. I could hear my heartbeat. "I left it on your desk," I whispered. She rolled her eyes dramatically. "Amazing. So now you're saying I lost it?" "No, Harper, I didn't." Everyone, she said loudly, this is why we need better hiring standards. I felt my chest tighten. Harper, please, I said quietly. Don't do this. She smirked. Do what? Tell the truth. Mason looked down. Olivia shook her head slightly. Tyler from HR just stared at his laptop, pretending he didn't hear anything. I felt my eyes sting. I work really hard, I managed. Harper scoffed. Well, it's not enough. You're not enough. Something broke inside me. She leaned back in her chair. You know what? I'm done. You're fired. My breath caught. What? You heard me, she said. Get out. But. Now. Her voice echoed. The room blurred. No one defended me. No one even moved. I grabbed my bag with shaking hands. As I walked toward the door, I heard Jacob whisper, took her long enough. The last thing I saw was Harper's satisfied smile. The moment I stepped outside, the air hit me like a punch. I felt my knees weaken. I leaned against the wall, clutching my chest as tears slipped out. My name is Lily Carter, and that was the moment I finally cracked. I stumbled out of the building shaking, my chest tight and my eyes burning. I can't believe she did that, I whispered to myself. My legs felt weak as I reached my beat-up car, and the moment I sat down, everything inside me snapped. Why am I never enough? I cried, gripping the steering wheel. My mother's voice echoed in my head, you always mess things up, Lily. I slammed my palm against the dashboard. She fired me, Mom. Are you happy now? My phone buzzed in my lap. It was Maya. I wiped my face and answered. Hey, I choked. Lily, what happened? You sound like you're drowning. I might be, I whispered. Harper fired me in front of everyone. Maya cursed loudly. She did not. She did, I said. She called me incompetent. I don't know what I'm going to do. Lily, listen to me, Maya said, her voice firm. You're not incompetent. She's threatened by you. I let out a humorless laugh. Threatened? By me? I can't even stand up for myself. You don't see yourself, she replied. But I do. You're smart, hardworking, and way stronger than you think. It doesn't feel like it, I whispered. That's because you've been surviving, not living, Maya said. You need to apply somewhere bigger. Better. Somewhere that actually deserves you. Like where? I asked, wiping new tears. Skylark Digital, she said instantly. You always talk about their campaigns. Go apply. Maya, they'd never want me. Stop, she snapped. You said the same thing about Brightwave, and look how hard you worked even with a demon breathing down your neck. I sniffed. I can't breathe right now. Then go somewhere you can, she said. Please, Lily. At least try. I nodded, even though she couldn't see me. Okay. Good. Text me after, she said. And Lily, I'm proud of you. The line went silent, but her words stayed. I breathed slowly, grabbed my bag, and stepped out of the car. I walked to the cafe across the street, my hands still shaking. Inside, the barista glanced at me and asked, rough day? The worst, I admitted. He gave me a small smile. Coffee helps. I hope so, I said. I sat in the corner with my laptop and pulled up Skylark's website. My stomach twisted. I can't do this, I whispered. Maya texted, do it. Fine, I muttered. I'll try. I opened my resume, updated a few lines, and hit submit. My hands trembled as I whispered, please, just give me one chance. I stayed in the cafe for hours, staring at the door like an answer might walk through it. When my phone finally rang, I jumped. Hello. I answered. Is this Lily Carter? A calm voice asked. Yes, I said, my heart pounding. This is Natalie from Skylark Digital. Are you available for an urgent interview today? My breath hitched. Today? Our CEO is reviewing candidates personally, she said. We saw your application and want to meet you immediately. Yes, I can be there, I said. Perfect. Mr. Ethan Ross will see you in 30 minutes. Wait, I froze. Ethan Ross. The Ethan Ross. Yes, she replied. He's evaluating leadership at one of our partner companies, so this position is time sensitive. Which company? I asked. Brightwave Marketing. My heart stopped. Brightwave? Yes, she said. We'll explain during the interview. See you soon. The line clicked off. I stared at my phone, my pulse racing. You've got to be kidding, I whispered. Why them? Why now? Maya called immediately. Well, what happened? They want me to interview, I said. Right now. With Ethan Ross. She screamed. Lily, that's amazing. No, I said. It's Brightwave. He's evaluating leadership there. Maya went quiet. You're kidding. I wish I was. Lily, she said slowly, this is your moment. Or my nightmare. No, she insisted. You need to walk in there like the fire you were born with. I'm terrified, I admitted. Good, she said. Fear means you're waking up. I closed my eyes. Do you really think I can do this? I know you can. I exhaled shakily. Okay. I'm going. Call me after, she ordered. I will, I whispered. I grabbed my bag and rushed out of the cafe, my breath uneven but my steps steadying. This is it, I told myself. No more running. No more shrinking. I'm walking into the place that broke me, and maybe today. When I stepped into Skylark's lobby, my heartbeat was so loud I felt like everyone could hear it. I'm here for Ethan Ross, I told the receptionist. She smiled. He's expecting you. Conference room B. My legs trembled as I walked down the hallway. When I pushed open the door, Ethan Ross looked up from a stack of papers. You must be Lily Carter, he said. Yes, I whispered. Thank you for meeting with me. He gestured to a chair. Sit. I want your honest thoughts. I sat slowly. About what? He tapped the papers. Brightwave's numbers have been dropping for months. High turnover. Low morale. Missing reports. And your resume tells me you were there for all of it. I swallowed. Yes. So tell me, he said, leaning forward. What's really happening in that office? My breath shook. Are you sure you want the truth? That's why you're here, he said. Speak freely. Nobody had ever asked me to do that. Not at home. Not at work. Not anywhere. I took a shaky breath. The problem is Harper Lane. His eyebrow lifted. Go on. She screams at people. Publicly, I said. She humiliates them. She mocks them. She calls them incompetent. People quit because they're scared of her. Ethan didn't interrupt. He just nodded for me to continue. She ignores emails. Blames others for her mistakes. Takes credit for everyone else's work. My voice cracked. And she fired me today just to make an example. Ethan leaned back slightly. What was the example? That she could, I said quietly. That she had power. He studied me for a moment. And why didn't anyone report her? We did, I said. HR did nothing. His jaw tightened. Did you report her? Yes. Twice. And what happened? She laughed about it in front of the team, I whispered. She told us HR was her friend. Ethan exhaled slowly. Tell me something else. If Harper weren't there, if the department were led properly, what would change? Everything, I said instantly. People would stay. Work would improve. Clients would stop complaining. The numbers would go up. You sound certain. I am, I said. I've seen what that place could be if someone actually cared. Ethan smiled faintly. Then let me ask you one more thing. I nodded nervously. Okay. If you were in charge, what would you fix first? My mouth went dry. Me? Yes, you, he said. What would you change? I looked down at my hands, then back at him. I'd rebuild trust. I'd meet with the team privately. I'd replace fear with accountability. I'd actually listen. Ethan's eyes softened. You speak like someone who's been waiting a long time to be heard. I have, I admitted. He stood up suddenly. Good. I blinked. Good. He walked to the door. Follow me, Lily. My heart pounded as I stood and followed him through the hallway. Where are we going? To finish your interview. Finish? I repeated. He stopped and looked at me. I'm appointing a new department head at Brightwave. Oh, I whispered. Who? He smiled. You. I froze. Me? Yes, he said. You understand the problem. You have empathy. You speak with clarity and conviction. You're exactly what Brightwave needs. But I was fired today, I said weakly. And I'm firing you, he replied. Effective immediately. I couldn't breathe. Ethan, I don't know what to say. Say you'll do it. I swallowed hard. I'll do it. Good, he said. Let's go. 3 hours after Harper fired me, I walked back into Brightwave beside Ethan Ross. The entire office went still. Olivia's jaw dropped. Mason nearly knocked over his coffee. Tyler from HR looked like he'd seen a ghost. Harper stepped out of her office, already annoyed. Ethan, you should have told me you were coming. I would've. She stopped when she saw me. Why is she here? Harper snapped. Ethan smiled calmly. Harper, meet your new department head. Her face drained of color. Ha! You can't be serious. I'm very serious, he said. Effective immediately, Lily is in charge. Harper's voice cracked. She's incompetent. No, Ethan said firmly. She's been surviving under your leadership. And now she'll be fixing what you broke. My chest warmed at his words. Harper shook her head desperately. Ethan, you can't do this. I already have, he said. Your clearance will be removed shortly. The office buzzed with whispers. Harper pointed at me. You don't deserve this. I met her eyes. Maybe not. But I earned it. Her mouth opened, but no sound came out. For the first time in years, I felt taller. Ethan turned to me. Your office is ready. I nodded, my voice steady. Thank you. And as I walked past Harper, the girl she tried so hard to break was gone, replaced by the woman she never saw coming. When I walked into the department the next morning, Harper was already waiting. I hope you're proud of yourself, she hissed. You tricked Ethan somehow. No, I said calmly. He just saw the truth. Her eyes widened. Don't talk to me like you're above me. I'm not above you, I replied. I'm just not beneath you anymore. The room went silent. Olivia stared. Mason whispered, oh my God. Harper pointed at me. You think you can run this place? You can't even. Harper, I said softly, stop. She froze, thrown off by my tone. I'm not here to fight you, I said. I'm here to fix what you broke. I didn't break anything, she snapped. Ethan stepped in, holding a folder. Actually, you did. Harper spun around. Ethan, I can explain. You've been altering reports, he said. Shifting blame onto employees. Mismanaging budgets. Intimidating staff. That's not true, she cried. Ben, the accountant, stepped beside him. The numbers don't lie. Harper looked at me desperately. She did this. She's framing me. I shook my head. No, Harper. This is all you. Ethan gave her one last chance. Do you want to admit anything before we proceed? She glared at me instead. You ruined everything. No, I said quietly. You did that to yourself. Her shoulders sagged. Ethan, please. You're terminated, he said. Effective immediately. There was no dramatic scene. No shouting. No humiliation. Just a quiet end, exactly what she never gave me. As she collected her things, she whispered, this isn't fair. For once, I said, it finally is. When she walked out, the room felt lighter. Olivia turned to me. You handled that with so much grace. I had to, I said. Someone needed to. Mason smiled. You're going to change everything here. I hope so, I whispered. Driving home, the weight finally lifted. I called Maya, and the moment she answered, I burst into tears. Lily, what happened? Karma, I sobbed. It finally spoke my name. She laughed softly. You earned this peace. Maybe I did. For the first time in my life, I felt enough.